They actually be hitting. I think they said we're gonna balance out the flying capabilities with the shooting because the shooting is actually pretty good. You know, you remember when we used to fly in the helicopter, the little plane, little two-person plane? That shit died so fast. I mean, it really just make like a screeching noise. It's like like just literally the sound. Okay, they're leaving. They getting out of there too. Okay, clearly you don't need to fly it.
Welcome, everyone, to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Canes will get us started with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. Now on the option. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Motion from the offense. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. H formation, trying to confuse the secondary. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 40, there he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. The sure hands, it's Robinson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Canes! A great catch and run for 6.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the 1st down.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. He's going to pass. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
Power football with the run. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Stanford wants to push the pace. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Finds a man on the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On the set.
That's the end of the first quarter. Miami 7, Stanford 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Stanford.
They've mastered third down in this drive, converting twice. Now they need just a few inches. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
They're going to ride this running back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal!
First and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Boise State is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 07 season where this program ran the Statue of Liberty play to win the Fiesta Bowl. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. They're trailing by 10 to Washington State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They'll run the option. Got the first down and more. And he steps out of bounds after a nifty run and picking up a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. They want to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
And here comes the offense on second down. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And it's no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Touchdown Hurricanes! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got the back in the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Going up top on first down. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to fire to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Touchdown, Miami. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 10 over Ball State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Let's go! From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's right on target. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man in the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Defense playing a bail technique. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got his man on the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford will kick it off to start the second
That was
half.
horrible clock management right there. I just said, Marquise, you got to get the ball back because you just ran your last time out. That was
He'll
That
call
was
for the
dumb as
fair
fuck,
catch here.
Marcus. Dumb as a box of bricks right there. You smarter than that. You gotta get that ball out of bounds. Come on, Keys. That was dumb. You smarter than that. That was
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The play action fake.
damn!
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the middle. And
Bitch, did you?
on the deep ball. It would have been a high-level play, but
Nigga, why'd you stop?
The quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing.
That's a first right
7
there.
on 7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
Dumb as hell, Marcus. You gave this nigga a false hope.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it.
You right there.
Some
You got to
players
clean
can't
his
do that
ass
real
right there.
and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Hard running there. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. They've been running it, but now the pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Mendez. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They get him down after he makes the catch. Stanford quickly to the line. He'll ride his man on the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
I love wide receivers that want to get involved in the running game. It's not enough today in college football to want to catch the ball. You got to be able and willing to run down the field and block somebody as well. And you saw it right there in that QB run.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. On the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Getting some heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board.
He gave it when he
It's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 4 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt in.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line?
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll bring it back. It's Cherry. And the punt
got decapitated.
Gets the return man on the ground.
Kid got decapitated and survived.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points. When the great teams get touchdowns in the red area, you got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Fullback down,
Still
fullback
some
down,
work to
fullback
do
down.
after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw.
Thank you.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
He'll start this drive firing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, the defense is in man coverage. The problem is they don't have
His defensive line is tearing them up.
With this tight end, so the QB found the right matchup. Was able to
think
hit
that
him on
they
the
has
corner
right
route.
next to him.
It's a big play for this offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Good block, fullback.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house.
They was
Touchdown,
good.
K.
Absolutely decapitated.
When you're handed a break
To get
with
bullish that
unbelievable
quickly, he
field
has
position
managed
like
to
that, you
just
better finish the
absolutely
deal,
crazy.
and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Here comes the option. Now the toss. They knock him down.
Yeah, way to
behind
finish
the
him,
line, and
99.
The defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style.
Way to finish him. Hit him in the helmet.
Miami 28, Stanford 10.
Hey Johnson, I'm gonna keep it a book with you. Let you get orange next game. I will suit you. Stop playing with me. You wearing 52, you can't be no trash ass mofo.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback checking off. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start,
That
and they'll
seam not
move it
open.
back.
I'm gonna tell you that right
The
now.
officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the
The
penalty.
seam is not open. He gonna throw a pick.
They'll
He
line up
think
for a
the seam
2nd
is
down
open.
play. He's looking to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Snagged in the middle. It's Cherry. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You can have that quick out route.
The back goes in motion. Looking to throw for it. Steps away to find some room. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Boone. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
It's now 2nd down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. He lost one down the sideline. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And he tags on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Defense not showing press coverage. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At midfield, he's got room. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
$52 is pissing me off. See what you got for sure. Watch for the double.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a master class in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Stanford wants to push the pace. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Trying to find his man on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
I am better.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Can't get it out of there. Touchdown, Cardinal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you got to get penetration right away on these punt blocks. They get penetration, get in the backfield, get right in the punter's lap, get their hands on it, and then guess what? Now it's a live football. They scoop it up. They take it all the way back to the house.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Iowa is getting dominated today. And friends, the folks in Iowa City deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker of a showing. They're trailing by 15 to Iowa State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on second down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On second down, he'll let it fly. He makes the connection. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. On the move, it's Robinson. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down.
2 years ago, Miami lost again because they didn't need him. So We are going to use our
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
We had 14 rushing yards. Disgusting. We did bad third down defense. He did really well at being ahead of the sticks, I must say. He did a great job of being ahead of the sticks. Really costing us turnovers. We were +4 in the turnover category. But he wanted time possession. We had this one matter. Yeah. Two things I wish I could have, but one, I should have kicked the field goal. I should have went 24-7 going into have bad clock management on my part. That's something very, very rare that I do. And then my first drive back in the third quarter was a horrible program. Those are the only two things I think I would give them. The 14 would have blocked the kick. I put myself in that position. So, other than that, decent game. On to next week. I want to say we have another Pac-12 opponent coming to Miami, so I hope he is ready. I hope I get his best. Yeah, I hope we get his best. So if you're watching this, you decide to listen. Hopefully you're watching film. If you're not watching film, that's on you. We will be ready. Oh yeah, we play Stanford. We will be ready. I mean, we play Oregon. We will be ready. I can tell you that. We will definitely be ready, Oregon. So I hope you bring there again. Y'all have a great one.